Vrindavan. So it's all Srila Prabhupada and Guru Maharaj and all the Krishna, Radha Krishna's mercy that we all are here. So we all pray that you all have a nice experience here, and we all do. As I told earlier, that in ISKCON yatras are a little different. We just don't roam around here, there, everywhere. We'll go, of course, but we will do a lot of Shravan. So when we hear more and more about Radha and Krishna and all the pastimes of the Lord, then we develop that affinity for the place also, which we are going to visit. So we have amongst us His Grace Sundar Nityanand Prabhu. So I know most of you have already met him earlier. I think he has visited Shubha City also last time, and our circuit program was there. But I think many of you are coming for the first time, or you are attending for the first time. So I will just give a brief introduction about Sundar Prabhu. Apart from that, whatever we read here, I think personally in our spiritual life, all of us who have been there for a few years now. Okay. You have started. So we are going to record all these classes specifically. So any one of you want to refer later, you can refer them again. So what I was saying is that Sundar Nityanand Prabhu has very important role in our spiritual life. Especially few of us who got connected with Shivas Prabhu. And Prabhu used to very often visit to our temple along with Jagat Sakshi Prabhu, Bhakti Vinod Maharaj. They all used to visit us. And that was our earlier days of our bhakti. So by hearing them, only we have grown up in our bhakti. So whatever we are today, they are our foundation. Sundar Prabhu, Jagat Sakshi Prabhu, Bhakti Vinod Maharaj, and of course Srivas Prabhu, Kamlakshi Mataji. So we just feel we all are very lucky that in our early spiritual life we got the association of such elevated devotees, and to have him on Yatra, I think it's like a dream come true. For many years we thought that we'll call you Prabhu, but somehow it didn't materialize. But I think this is the first time, at least for Radha Govindji circle, we are having you here, Prabhu. So it's our great honor, great privilege. And we are very happy that you are here with us, Prabhuji. So just I will read your brief introduction for some of them. So Prabhu Sundar Nityanand Prabhu is graduated from Bharatiya University School of Business, where he obtained his Masters in Business Administration with dual specialization in Marketing and Human Resource Development. He has also acquired a diploma in teaching from University of Maryland, USA, and has various accreditation in holistic teaching, and he is an authorized practitioner of acupuncture. I'll meet you after the Prabhu. So anybody wants any treatment, you can consult Prabhu. I'm just kidding. Don't trouble him for that at least. You can have all spiritual questions. He is the best person to answer. So Prabhuji is a disciple of His Holiness Jayapataka Swami Guru Maharaj, and Prabhu is currently a management faculty and a part-time research scholar. He is also visiting Vedic soft skill trainer for corporate clients. He has extensive experience in communication, counseling work, and Prabhu is fluent in many languages, which is like English, Malayalam, Tamil, Hindi. Has served many years as translator and editor of many of the Srila Prabhupada's books in Malayalam. So Prabhu has played a very important role. He has a strong interest in leadership and training, talent development. He has initiated and developed a number of youth training workshops of various educational institutes after completing his Bhakti Shastri and TTC. So Prabhu is authorized or whatever, trained Bhakti Shastri trainer. So maybe sometime, Prabhu, I am not still Bhakti Shastri yet. And Prabhu is, he has designed and conducted many local and regional student training programs to equip students to communicate more effectively and develop transformational value systems based on Srimad Bhagavad Gita and Bhagavatam. Ramayana Satsangs that he has been conducting in rural pockets of Kerala has inspired hundreds of people to take up chanting and Vedic ways of living. He serves as on the editorial board of Bhagavad Darshanam, which is the Malayalam version of Back to Godhead magazines. I don't know if Many of you must be knowing that Back to Godhead is a magazine which was started by Srila Prabhupada in 1944. Since then, it is being published non-stop, and now in various languages, this magazine is getting published. So Prabhu is responsible for Malayalam version of Back to Godhead magazine. So we would like to extend our heartfelt gratitude to Prabhu for sparing 4 5 days for all of us, and I hope we all utilize this opportunity for getting this spiritual discussions with Prabhu. So please hear him attentively. It's a very rare opportunity. Prabhu is, as I read, his profile. You all know he is a very busy. Prabhu is busy in so many responsibilities. But I am also feel privileged that whenever we request Prabhu to come for our this thing, Prabhu comes and gives his association to us. So we'll chant Hare Krishna Mahamantra 3 times, expressing our gratitude. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Thank you so much. Thank you, Prabhu. Hare Krishna.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Ajnanatimirandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Mukam Karoti Vachalam Pamam Lagede Girim Prabhadamaham Vande Shri Guru Dinadaranam Shri Chaitanyamishwaram Paramanandar Madhavam. He Krishna Karuna Sindho Dinabandho Jagatpate Govesha Govika Kanda Radha Kanda Namastude Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhama Sute Devi Pranamam Haripriye Krishnaya Vasudevaya Devaki Nandanaya Cha Nandagopa Kumaraya Govindaya Namo Namaha Vancha Kalpatarudasya Kripa Sindhudeva Cha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Krishnaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Nadinamani Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvisesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine Jaya Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasadi Gaurabhaktavinda Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
I request all of you to put your phones on silent mode or airplane mode, flight mode, so that there is no disturbance. Thank you. So, one more thing, some of you may be only Hindi or only Kannada, so Prabhu will be talking in English. There are two options for your family members, very politely, very softly, you can translate, or you remember some of these points and just later on you translate to their local language and let them know. Okay, so there's no overall disturbance to the class. Okay, thank you very much. Hare Krishna.
Normally we start by saying Hare Krishna, but here we have to start by saying Radhe Radhe. So, are you all comfortable? Rooms are okay? If you have any requirements, please feel free to contact Premdatta Prabhu, Achyut Prabhu. We are all there to serve you. All of us, I think, have been traveling a long distance, isn't it? Like I traveled 2,700 kilometers to reach Vrindavan. You must have traveled around 2,000 kilometers? Right, 2,000. Yeah. So it's a long journey, isn't it? Quite tiring too. So when you entered Vrindavan Dham, how many of you felt like, wow, finally I reached Vrindavan? How many of you felt like that? Yes. Now, when you entered Vrindavan, how many of you felt like, wow, finally I reached my home? No one? Only two. Huh? So, which is the way to feel? Finally I have reached Vrindavan or finally I have reached my home? Home? But you are all born and brought up in, say, Bangalore, and I was born in Trivandrum, someone else in Chennai. How can we say this is our home? How it becomes a home? Huh? Yeah, there is a reason for that. It is, once Narada Muni went to Prayagraj. Where is Prayag? Allahabad, isn't it? So Prayag is known as Tirtharaj. Tirtharaj means what? Tirtha means a place of pilgrimage, a holy place. Tirtharaj means what? King of all holy places. So when Narada Muni went there, and then he went and met Tirtharaj. So there is a predominating deity for all the tirthas. Do you know that? That is why you are not supposed to go and simply jump into a tirtha and take bath. Just like we jump into a swimming pool. Before we enter any tirtha, what you are supposed to do? What we should do? We should pay our pranams. We should seek the permission of that predominating deity. And then slowly, respectfully, we enter that tirtha. Otherwise, it is going to be a big offense. Actually, even Nanda Maharaj, father of Lord Krishna, was kind of reprimanded for not following this rule. Do you know that? Once what happened, it was Ekadashi. So Nanda Maharaj observed Ekadashi, and next day is Dwadashi. So Dwadashi is a very important day for all the Vaishnavas. If you have read Srimad Bhagavatam, you must have read that Ambarish Maharaj followed what vrata? For 1 year he followed one vrata in Madhuvan. Which vrata was that? When Durvasa Muni came to meet him. Huh? It is mentioned he followed Dwadashi vrata. We have heard about Ekadashi vrata. We all do that. But what is this Dwadashi vrata? Oh my God, don't tell me that again we have to fast on Dwadashi. Huh? No? Huh? Eating. Normally, for Vaishnavas, for people like us, Ekadashi is important. Dwadashi, we don't give so much of importance to. But some people, they give a lot of importance for Dwadashi because that is the day when they eat. Ekadashi day, they don't eat. So for them, Dwadashi is more important. But why Ambarisha's vrata was known as Dwadashi vrata? Because he also followed Ekadashi only. But on Dwadashi day, he will feed all the Vaishnavas. He will do a lot of charity to the devotees. So for Maharaj, for Ambarish Maharaj, that act is more important than he personally fasting on Ekadashi day and accruing a pious credit. So that is why that vrata is called Dwadashi vrata. So Nanda Maharaj also gives a lot of importance for Dwadashi. So on Dwadashi day, since he had to do a lot of Annadanam, charity and all, he went very early to Yamuna Maya to take a bath. And he went inside, suddenly the attendants of Varuna Dev came and captured him and took him to Varuna Loka. And finally Krishna himself personally went there and released his father. Now why did Varuna Dev's attendants capture Nanda Maharaj? What offense did he do? Is taking bath in Yamuna an offense? Huh? No. He went very early. Actually, you are not supposed to take bath in Tirthasthanas after sunset. And then next day morning, after 3:30, you can again take bath. So from sunset to next day morning 3:30, the predominating deity of the Tirthasthana is taking rest. So we should not disturb them. That's why if you closely observe all these rivers, Punya Nadis, you will see a subtle change in the way they flow after sunset. I don't know how many of you have observed that. Before sunset, there is a lot of energy to the flow. Small ripples, waves, everything you can see. But once sun sets, it becomes very shantam because they are taking rest. So Nanda Maharaj, since he had a lot of things to do, he took his bath very early, before 3:30. So that's why he was arrested. So the point is, every tirtha has got a predominating deity. So at Allahabad, when Narada Muni went, so many tirthasthanas, the predominating deities were coming and making offering to Tirtharaj. Who's Tirtharaj? Prayag. Okay. Ganga Maya is coming, Narmada is coming, Kaveri is coming. So many predominating deities are coming. So Narada Muni went and spoke to Tirtharaj. He said, see, did you notice something is wrong here? So Tirtharaj asked, what is wrong? Everything is fine. No, did you notice the people who are offering pranams to you? You notice, yeah, all the tirthas, they come and daily they offer pranams to me. It's a day-to-day affair. No. If you closely watch, you will see that one tirthasthan is missing in this whole list. Everyone else is coming and giving their offering to you. One single person is missing here. You know who? You said, no, I did not notice. Yeah, you should notice. Where is Vrindavan? Vrindavan is not coming and offering pranams to you. So how can you be called as Tirtharaj? If you are the king, then every Tirtha should come and pay their pranams to you, no? But Vrindavan has never come. Did you notice that? Then Tirtharaj also noticed, yeah, that is true. I have never seen Vrindavan offering pranams to me. So he became very sad. And Narada Muni said, my mission is accomplished. Thank you, Hare Krishna. He went back. Now Tirtharaj is very sad, angry, he is confused. So he thought, what is the use of me having this title of Tirtharaj? This Vrindavan is not coming to me. So he directly went to the Lord and he lodged a complaint. He said, my Lord, either you ask Vrindavan to come and give his offerings to me, or you take away my title of Tirtharaj. I don't want to hold that title, Then the Lord kept quiet for some time. Tears started coming out of his eyes. Then after some time, the Lord said, Tirtharaj, all those tirthas who are coming and taking, offering pranams, they are all exalted personalities. But Vrindavan is my home, my very own home. He has got a very special place in my heart. He cannot be even included in the list of normal tirthas. And when Tirtharaj saw that the Lord was crying, he immediately understood how important is Vrindavan. So that is why I said, if Vrindavan is the home for the Lord, then naturally Vrindavan is also home for us. So next time when you come traveling 2000 kilometers and finally enter Vrindavan, how you should feel? Wow, finally I have reached my home. So this is our home. So Vrindavan is the topmost holy place. Every scripture mentions that Vrindavan is the topmost holy place. So when you go to a topmost place, you should also be expecting some topmost benefit, isn't it? Suppose some Radha Yatra is being arranged by Premdatta Prabhu and other leaders. So you are there, you go around for collecting some donation. So one day you meet a multi-millionaire. He's a multi-millionaire. So he's asking, what can I do for you? Then will you say, can you please sponsor one Donna Prashadam? How much does it? 101 rupees. Will you ask a sponsorship like that to that multi-millionaire? What will you ask him? Huh? You sponsor the entire Radha Yatra. Just 50 lakhs, Prabhu. No, that's why we should ask, because he has lots of money, isn't it? You don't ask for a sponsorship for a Donna Prashadam or anything. So similarly, when you come to Vrindavan, and Vrindavan is the topmost place, then you should also seek the topmost blessings. It's not like that, let my sins go away, let me get some good health, let my wife don't fight with me every day at least. You don't have to ask such things from Vrindavan. Vrindavan is the topmost place. So what will you ask? What is the topmost blessing that we can ask? Huh? Krishna Prema. That is why after chanting the 10 offenses, we speak about the 10 offenses in the morning, right? So finally we come up with a statement. What is that? Every Vaishnava must carefully guard against these 10 offenses in order to quickly achieve the desired success, which is Krishna Prema. So that is the topmost blessing. So that you can ask in Vrindavan. I want nothing less than Krishna Prema. Whom will you ask that for? From Krishna or Radharani? Why? Why you will not ask Krishna? You changed party, yeah? Huh? Not only that, Krishna doesn't have the ability to give Krishna Prema. See, suppose you have 1,000 rupees with you. If someone asks for 100 rupees, you can give because you have 1,000 rupees. Suppose you don't have anything in your pocket. Can you give 100 rupees? Similarly, if there is any single boon, if at all there is a boon that Krishna cannot give, that is Krishna Prema. Why? Because he has Prem, but not Krishna Prem. He has got Radha Prem. He doesn't have Krishna Prem. He is not loving himself. He loves Radharani. So who has Krishna Prem? Radharani. So you should know whom to ask what. So you have to go to Srimati Radharani and ask her for Krishna Prem. If you sincerely ask, she will get. You will get, because she has got plenty. Plenty. See, you know why Radharani got her name? Radha. How she got her name? What is the meaning of Radha? Radha has got multiple meanings. One meaning is Aradhana, Anyada Aradhido Nunam. Shukadeva Goswami is saying in Srimad Bhagavatam. Shukadeva Goswami is never mentioning Srimati Radharani's name even once in Srimad Bhagavatam. She is saying Anyaradhido Nunam. He is saying the best of the worshippers. So the name Radha comes from the word Aradhana. Aradhana means what? Worship. Aradhana means worship. So that is one meaning. Another meaning is, you know what is the birth star of Lord Krishna? Rohini. What is the birth star of Srimati Radharani? What is the birth star of Radharani? Anuradha. There is a constellation called Anuradha. That is why the That is one reason she is named Radha or Radhika, because she was born in Anuradha Nakshatra. Okay. So as per Nirukta, there is a Sanskrit etymology treatise known as Nirukta. As per Nirukta, Radha means wealth which always increases and never diminishes even if you do charity. Radha means wealth, but what kind of wealth? Which is ever increasing, that is one thing. Another thing is, it never diminishes even if it is given in charity. So what kind of wealth is that which is ever increasing and is never diminished even if it is given in charity? Vidya. There is a saying, Vidya Dhanam Sarvadanal Pradhanam. What is the speciality of Vidya Dhana? Vidya is also a wealth. Knowledge is also wealth, isn't it? If you give Vidya, knowledge to somebody else, will that Vidya diminish? No, isn't it? But then here this wealth will always increase, ever increasing and never diminishing. So there is only one thing, that is the wealth of Krishna Prema. So since Radharani is possessing that wealth, she is named Radha. So we should ask for the topmost blessings, that is Krishna. So since we are in the land of Radharani, we should also know why Radharani is so special. Why we have to ask Krishna Prem from her? There are so many reasons. We'll see a few of them. One is, Vrindavana is a land of Viraha. You know what is the meaning of Viraha? Separation. Technically it is known as Vipralamba. Vipralamba means love in separation. It is not simply separation, love in separation. So Viraha, Rupa Goswami is saying, is of 10 different types of Viraha, and Radharani possesses all the different forms of Viraha. And in order to make us understand what exactly is that, Acharyas are quoting a few incidences. One incident is, once Radharani was with Krishna. They were having a nice time together, they were talking to each other. Radharani is very happy because Krishna is sitting right next to her. At that time, one bumblebee started flying around the face of Radharani. So Radharani got little disturbed. So she was shooing it away. It went off and again it started coming back and it started flying around Radharani's face. So continuously she is shooing it away, but it is returning. Now why is this bumblebee going around Radharani's face? Bumblebees are supposed to go and collect honey. Why is the bumblebee moving around Radharani's face? Why? Acharyas are giving a wonderful explanation for that. You know why? The bumblebee thought that this is a newly blossomed lotus. What? Radharani's face. So Radharani's face is so beautiful, it even attracted the bumblebee and it thought that it is a newly blossomed lotus and it wants to get honey from that lotus. So then finally Madhumangal was there. So she said, Madhumangal, this bee is disturbing me. Why don't you chase it away? And Madhumangal, caught it in his palm and took it and left it far away. And then Madhumangal came back and told Radharani, Madhu is gone. In Sanskrit, Madhu has got different meanings. One meaning of Madhu is honey. Another meaning of Madhu is bumblebee. Okay, so he said, Madhu is gone. Immediately Radharani started crying. Oh, Madhu is gone. Oh, I cannot tolerate this. And she started crying like anything. Everyone is surprised. Why she should cry like this? She only said this Madhu is disturbing me. But now when Madhumangal said Madhu is gone, she started crying. Why? Because Madhu is also the name of Krishna. Krishna is like honey. So, what she thought, Krishna left her and she started crying. But where is Krishna? Right beside her. But even then, she started crying. So, that is an example of Vipralamba Bhava. That's what Acharyas say. Did you understand this? If someone is so close to you and someone said that person has left, how can you cry? But that is the kind of attachment and love that Radharani has for Krishna. Okay. The another instance is mentioned. That is, Krishna left left Vrindavana and he went to Mathura to kill Kamsa. Then after many years, Radharani meets Krishna in Kurukshetra. During Surya Grahana time, Krishna went there. So everyone thought Radharani will be very happy to meet Krishna after a long time. But then Radharani was not at all happy. See, right now we said even the very statement that Krishna left made her cry. But now Krishna is right in front of Radharani. But Radharani is not so happy. You know why? So these incidences are quoted to make us understand what exactly is the Vipralamba Bhava or the highest Bhava of Radharani. Why she is not happy is, normally in our world, the heart follows the mind. Wherever is your mind, there is our heart. That is the usual way, isn't it? But Radharani said, my heart is in Vrindavan. So my mind is also in Vrindavan. So even though Krishna is in front of me, I cannot relate to him because neither my heart nor my mind is with me. Now it is in Vrindavan. So Radharani loves Krishna so much, but she loves Vrindavana Krishna. She is not so much for Dwaraka Krishna or Mathura Krishna. So these are all very esoteric truths which we may not understand. And there is a very famous song. What is that? Hari Haraya Nama Krishna Yadavaya Namaha Yadavaya Madhavaya Keshavaya Nama. Isn't this a beautiful song? But Radharani never likes this song. She said, don't sing this song. She hates this song. What is there? What is wrong with this song? Hari Haraya Nama Krishna Yadavaya Namaha Yadavaya Madhavaya Keshavaya. What is wrong with this beautiful song? Anything wrong? She hates this song because of two words. Yadavaya. What is wrong with this word? Anything wrong with this word? This is one name of Krishna. He is a Yadava. Why is he called Yadava? Because he belongs to the Yadu dynasty. But Radharani hates this word. Why? Radharani always says he belongs to Vrindavan. He is not a Yadava. But the Yadus always say he belongs to us. So Radharani doesn't like this. Radharani wants to possess Krishna for herself. She is not ready to share Krishna with the Yadus. So she doesn't like this song. So never sing this song in front of Radharani. Don't even say Yadava in front of her. She doesn't like. So this is the kind of love and attachment that Radharani has got for Krishna. And Radharani deeply meditates on the Lord, that in Brahmara Gita, Radharani is saying, when will you place your Aguru-centered hand on my head? Did you listen to that? Radharani is asking Krishna, when will you place your Aguru-centered hand on my head? What is Aguru? It is a very divine scent, perfume, isn't it? Aguru. So Radharani is saying, Please place, when are you going to place your Aguru centered hand on my head? So, how did she know that at that particular time Krishna's hand smells of Aguru? That is the depth of her meditation. She is so much in deep meditation thinking about Krishna that she can even smell the scent of Krishna's hand. We are struggling to capture Krishna's face in our heart when we meditate. Even now, you all took a darshan of Radha Shyam Sundar, right? If I ask you to close your eyes and bring that beautiful form of Radha Shyam Sundar in your heart, will you be able to do that? Not exactly. You will have a silhouette kind of feeling. Yeah, Krishna is here, Radharani is here, Lalita Vishaka. But if you ask to imagine the exact features, we cannot do that. It's kind of fussy. Do you understand what I'm saying? But Radharani is able to smell the perfume or the scent of Krishna's hand. That is a kind of deep meditation Radharani has for Krishna. So that's why Rupa Goswami is saying Radharani is expert in Sujalpa. You heard about Sujalpa. You must have all heard about Prajalpa. What is Prajalpa? You never do Prajalpa? I used to do this. Prajalpa means we simply gossip. You talk about all materialistic things is known as Prajalpa. We are not supposed to do that. That's why Rupa Goswami is saying that in the very first shloka of which book? Upadeshamrita, right? What is the first shloka? Vacho Vegam, Manasa Krodha Vegam, Jihva Vegam, Udaro Vegam, Etan Vegan, Yo Vishakeda Dira, Dharma Bhimam, Pridivimsa Sishya. Isn't it? So you have to control your tongue. You are not supposed to do Prajalpa. But there is something called Sujalpa. The example of Sujalpa is given in Brahmara Gita in Bhagavatam. Radharani is saying, "Oh Krishna, do you have any plans to kill your parents Nanda and Yashoda?" A very heavy statement Radharani is making. She is asking Krishna, do you have any plans to kill your parents Nanda and Yashoda? Why she is asking this is, you promised all of us that you will come back after attending the Shaiva Puja in Mathura, but you never came back. So we are all dying in separation of you. If you continue like this without coming back to Vrindavan, your parents will be dead. So you will be responsible for their death. So she is asking Krishna, are you planning to kill your parents? Then she is asking the next question, you are so ungrateful. You know what happened? After they were nicely settled in Gokul, your parents along with the entire community left Gokul and went to Chatikara because of you. You know that Krishna actually stayed in Gokul only till he was at the age of 3.5 years. You know what is the last Leela, Bala Leela that Krishna performed in Gokul? Last Bala Leela. Ulukala Bandhana Leela. That is the last Bala Leela. After that they left Gokul. So why Nanda Maharaj left Gokul? He could have nicely stayed there. All the facilities were there. But not only Nanda Maharaj left, he left with his entire community. Why? Because he was so much worried for Krishna. So many Rakshasas are coming and attacking my child. So this is not a safe place. So just for your sake, Nanda Maharaja along with his entire clan left Gokula. But you are so ungrateful. You are not coming back to Vrindavan. Like that she is scolding the Lord. So this scolding is glorified by Acharyas and it is known as Sujalpa. It is a very exalted way of glorifying the Lord. That's what they are saying. So like this we can keep on speaking about the glories of Srimati Radharani. So it is very important that we understand her glories and then we go to her in a very appropriate manner and ask for the blessing of Krishna Prem. See, whenever you want to request something from someone, in what mood should you go? You want to request something. What kind of mood should you adopt? Servant? Servant. But is there anything below the mood of servant? Something more menial than servant? Anything below servant? You always say you are humble servant. You write letters, isn't it? We conclude the letters like that. Even though we only write, it is not inside the heart. We at least write your most fallen servant, humble servant. But is there anything below that? See, Acharyas are saying even servant is not a good mood. You know why? Servant has got some rights with the master. He has got some rights. It is the duty of the master to give some emolument, some salary, some compensation to the servant because he is a servant. So he has got some rights. So the Acharyas are saying, you don't want to be even servants. Then someone asks, okay, what about being a slave? Isn't it far below than the status of a servant? Is that below servant? Slave. Is that below servant? Yes. But then the Acharyas again said, even slaves, they are given something to eat. The masters, they give something to eat. They don't give salary, but they are given something to eat. They are given a place to stay. So even slaves have some rights. So they said even slaves is not okay. We need something, even more menial than that. Is there anything menial than that? Huh? Beggar, Bhikari. The Acharyas say, go to Radharani as a Bhikari, as a beggar. Why beggar is the least point means, beggar doesn't have any rights. Suppose someone comes and begs something from you, give me some food, give me some money. Does he have any rights? No. Are we bound to give him food or money? No, isn't it? So beggar is one person who doesn't have any rights. So that is why in ISKCON there was one Maharaj, his name was Bhakti Tirtha Swami. How many of you heard his name? Yes. Maharaj has written a wonderful series of books known as the Beggar series, 4 volumes. All the volumes are titled The Beggar. So why Maharaj gave the title is, he says, you have to go to exalted personalities like you are a beggar. You don't have to give us anything. You don't have any rights to ask this from me. But then, please show us some mercy and give us some. So this is the kind of mood that we should have when we are in Vrindavan. You may sometimes be offended. How can you call us beggar, Prabhu? I'm a senior manager in Infosys, earning 30 lakhs per annum. You call me beggar? But we are all beggars. Why we are all beggars is because even though we are earning 30 lakhs per annum, we are a high position and anything. If we very sincerely ask, are we completely happy in life? No. To be very frank, we are not completely happy. Are we completely peaceful in life? No, we are not completely peaceful. So Krishna is asking in Bhagavad Gita, Ashantasya kuta sukham. If you are not peaceful, how will you be blissful? How will you become happy? So we don't have all these things. We may have money, we may have house, car, everything, but we don't have that bliss. We don't have that peace. So we have to get that by humbly requesting like a beggar. So when do we get that bliss? By getting Krishna Prem. Krishna Prem only can give you the kind of bliss that we are all looking for. Otherwise we'll get, some bits and pieces here and there. Once in a while we'll get it. Like as we said, when we go to Mangalardi or Darshanardi, when Govinda Madhipurusham is singing in the background, we feel that bliss for a second. But after a few seconds, we are again distracted. One Mataji is pushing. Why she is pushing? You also push. I'm coming from 2000 kilometers away. You are at Dhamvasi. You can take darshan anytime. Let me take darshan first. Immediately the bliss is gone, isn't it? So we get only fragments of bliss, but we are supposed to have that feeling throughout our life, every second. That happens only when we have Krishna. So we have to have that mode of, I'm a beggar. I'm not entitled to anything, Radharani. Please give something, from your kitty. We have a lot. Please bless us with that. That Krishna. That should be the mode. And another thing we can seek from Radharani is revealing the Dham to us. Many of you must be coming to Vrindavan for the first time. Maybe you must have read about Vrindavan in the books. Vrindavan is a beautiful place, so many peacocks, so much of greenery, Govardhan, beautiful mountain, waterfalls, this, that, everything. But when you came here, instead of peacocks, you are seeing a lot of monkeys. They are snatching away your bags, lot of pigs, drains, honking of the cars, traffic. Then he thought, oh, Prabhupada really cheated us. He wrote so many wonderful things in his Krishna book. Nothing is in here. Actually, it's all here. But then it is covered from the external view. So that Dham should be revealed to us. Just like we say, scriptures are not mere scriptures. They are revealed scriptures. Scriptures should be revealed. Similarly, Dham should be revealed to you. This is what happened. Once there was an Acharya, his name was Narottam Das Thakur. His spiritual master's name is Loknath Swami. So one day Loknath Swami asked his disciple Narottam Das Thakur to get some mud. In those days, after you answer nature's call, you clean with the mud also, so that you become purified. So Narottam Das Thakur went out to get some mud. And he came back after 2 weeks. His spiritual master asked him to get some mud because he has to go to answer the nature's call. He had to clean in the morning, but he is coming back after 2 weeks. Then he asked, where were you for 2 weeks? What happened? Where you went? Where is the mud that I asked for? So he is carrying a huge sack of mud, like whatever his master asked, he is carrying it with him, but he is bringing it after 2 weeks of time. Then he said, I was searching for mud, Guru Maharaj, because he asked mud, but I couldn't find mud anywhere. So I had to travel a long distance, and finally I saw mud and I am carrying mud from there. Then Loknath Maharaj asked, you did not see mud anywhere here? He said, no. Why Narottam Das Thakur did not see any mud? They were in Vrindavan. Huh? He said, I cannot see any mud. I can see only the Pada Renu of the Gopis, the Gopas, Krishna and Radharani. What is Pada Renu? Dust from the lotus feet. It is not mud. It is dust from the lotus feet. That is, in Ramayana, you must have read, normally people say that Lord Rama gave moksha to Ahalya. How did he give moksha? How she got moksha? When Rama touched his lotus feet on that stone, she got moksha. But actually it is not true. Rama's feet did not touch her. The dust from the lotus feet of Rama touched her. That gave her moksha. So that is the value of the dust of the devotees of the Lord. So Narottam Das Thakur couldn't find any mud. He could only find this exalted dust. So this kind of vision we don't have. We see only mud here. Even when we are asked to pay your pranams, we just see whether it is new dhoti, new sari. We choose a nice spot and then we do our pranams. You don't immediately fall like Dandavats. What is the meaning of Dandavat pranam? You should fall like a stick. The stick doesn't see whether it is dirty, muddy or anything. But we do Dandavat pranams in a nice place. Isn't it? Because we see mud, we don't see the dust of the lotus feet. So the Dham has to be revealed to us. It is mentioned in Vrindavana Mahimamrita that you don't even have to go to any temple in Vrindavana to pray for your boons. You can go to any tree on the roadside and pray, you will get. Because all the trees in Vrindavana are Parijada trees, Kalpavriksha trees. What is the specialty of Kalpavriksha trees? Whatever you ask, they will give. So you don't have to go to the temple. Any roadside tree, you go and pray, you will get it. That is Vrindavana. But that Vrindavana is not revealed to us. It has to be revealed. Once what happened in Akbar's court, there was a very famous singer, Tansen. You heard about Tansen? Excellent singer he is. When he sings, there will be rain from the sky. He sings a special raga called Mekha Malhar. I think that is the name of the raga, right? Mekha Raga, yeah. Amrita Varshini. Some raga is there. When he sings that, rain will come. If we sing that raga, mosquitoes will come. The same raga we also sing, but mosquitoes will come. But when Tansen sings, rain will come. So Akbar is so much enchanted by the singing of Tansen. So one day Akbar said, "Are yaar, you are the greatest singer in the universe. No one can sing better than you. I prostrate in front of you." Like that, he started glorifying Tansen. Who? Akbar. But Tansen immediately said, "You are wrong, my dear emperor. I am not the best singer in this universe. I am a chota fellow. I know so many people who sing better than me. And in my opinion," then Akbar asked them, "Who is the best singer?" Then he said, "In my opinion, my spiritual master, his name is His Holiness Haridas Ji. He is the best singer." Then Akbar said, "No, I won't agree. When you sing, the rain comes. What else do we need as a proof for your singing capabilities?" But Tansen said, No. Rain may come, but the rain of mercy from the Lord will not come. Rain will come, water will come, but the mercy of the Lord will not come when I sing." Then Akbar asked, "Why do you say like this? Why are you defaming yourself?" He said, "Jnanapana, even though I am singing nicely, I sing for money. Why am I sitting in your court and singing? Because I am a salaried person. I sing for the salary. But my Guru Maharaj doesn't sing for money. He sings for Krishna. That is why I am saying he is the best singer in this universe. He doesn't sing for money. He wants to please the Lord. He always sings to please the Lord." This is also very important. Even when we are singing bhajans or kirtan, my dear devotees, make sure that you are singing to please the Lord and not to impress other devotees around you. You know, sometimes devotees do bhajan, but what is the intention? I want to impress. See how nicely I am singing. You know, so many people are rocking. You know, powerful singer. So many people are getting attracted by my singing. No, actually we should be singing to please the Lord. That should be our intention. So Akbar said, "Okay, if you say he is the best singer, I also want to listen to his singing. You call him. You ask him to come to my court. I'll pay him. Whatever he has, I'll pay him. Let him come." Then Tansen laughed. Why Tansen laughed? Just now what he said, he sings only for the Lord, and now Akbar is saying, "Bring him to my court, whatever he has I'll pay." He will not come. Then, so he won't take any payments? He will not take any payments. Okay, let him come here. Let him come and sing and go. He said, "He will not even listen to you." I am the emperor of this country. You may be the emperor. He will listen to the emperor of the universe. He doesn't listen to the emperor of this Chota Mota country and all. So how impudent is he? He is not impudent. He will not come. But I want to listen to his singing. Then you have to go there. Then he said, okay, this is the first time I am going to somebody else's place and to listen to singing. Okay, anyway, since you are certifying that he is the best singer, I will go. Then Akbar immediately ordered, let all the arrangements be made. Let the military get ready. Let the horses be ready. Let the palanquins be arranged. We are going to hear the singing of Haridas ji. Then Tansen again laughed. And Akbar asked, now what here? You are simply laughing like this. Why you are laughing now? He said, if you go like an emperor, he won't even look at you. He won't entertain people like you. He will entertain only humble devotees. So if you want to get into his vicinity, you come as a normal person. Don't come as a king with a huge military palanquin and all that. You come as a very normal person. Then Akbar, clothed himself in a normal attire. And then he said, okay, let the horse be ready. He said, what horse? You have to walk. Walk. Yes, you have to walk. Then Akbar and Tansen started walking to Vrindavan. So his guru is in Vrindavan. So he came there. And then Tansen said, never ever disclose that you are the emperor. No, never tell him that. Behave like a normal person. Be with me. If you are fortunate, you can hear his singing. Then Akbar is there, one day is over, second day is over. It's very difficult for Akbar because morning they are giving khichdi. It is flowing like river Yamuna. Afternoon they are giving suka chapati. This is the kind of prasadam that is being fed there in that ashram of Haridas ji. So it is very difficult for Akbar. Akbar is saying, when will your guru sing here? It's already 2-3 days. He's not singing. And he said, he will sing only on his accord. When he thinks, he will sing. You have to wait. Like that, many days are passing. Akbar is becoming a slim beauty day by day. Losing weight like anything. So finally, Tansen felt pity for Akbar. Not only that, calls are coming from the kingdom that Jnanapana, you have to come. So many important things are waiting for you. What are you doing in Vrindavan? You have to come back. So he is getting pressurized from his kingdom. So finally, Tansen, what he did, he went one day morning, he went and paid his obeisances to his Guruji. And then Haridas ji asked, oh Tansen, how is your sadhana? How is your seva to the Lord? Are you singing kirtans for the Lord? He said, yes. Why don't you sing one kirtan? He said. To whom? To Tansen. So Tansen started singing a wonderful kirtan, and in between he deliberately made a mistake. He is an excellent singer, expert, but deliberately he made a mistake. Why? He has got a plan. Huh? Why? Because Haridas ji will correct him. He will say, Hare Tansen, why are you singing like this? The Lord will not be pleased if you sing like this. This is not the way to sing. Oh, Guru Maharaj, I made a mistake. Okay, listen, I'll sing. And then Haridas ji started singing. And then Akbar melted. He literally melted. He has never heard such a divine singing. And then he fell prostrated at his feet, at Haridas ji's feet. He paid his Dandavat pranams. The emperor of the country fell at the feet of Haridas ji. And then he stood up and said, Oh Guruji, I am Emperor Akbar. Then Tansen kept his hand on his head. Oh my gosh. Straight away he did a self-introduction. I am Emperor Akbar. Whatever you want, you ask. I'll give you. This is the problem with all the rich people. This is the problem with the Dasharatha also. When Kaihi rescued his life, he immediately said, whatever you want, I'll give you. She never asked anything. He only went and said, whatever you want, I'll give you. Yeah, Ramayana started because of that boon only. Then even after he left his body, he came back from Swargaloka. Do you know that? Dasharatha came back from Swargaloka. You know when? When Sita Devi did Agni Pravesham, Dasharatha came back from Swargaloka. Why he came back? Because he felt very bad. Why he felt very bad? Rama asked Sita to do Agni Pravesha. He felt very bad. He said, how can Rama do this? She is Pativrata Ratna, Kanyaka Ratna. I know my daughter-in-law. Who is she? And why this fellow is asking Sita to do Agni Pravesh? I should scold him. So he wanted to scold Rama. So he came all the way from Swargaloka. This is not the way to treat her, Rama. Like that, he started scolding, and then he, of course, he became pacified. And then she consoled Sita, and he said, see, by doing Agni Pravesha, your glory has become more. And he gave an example. Gold is very valuable, but when you put it into fire, it becomes more valuable, because all the dirt, when you give your gold ornaments to a goldsmith, he will do a cleaning. How he does that? He'll put it into fire. When it comes out of the fire, it glitters more. Already it is glittering. So Dasharatha said, since you did Agni Pravesham, your glory has multiplied many-fold. So don't feel bad about Rama's reprimand. So anyway, at that time also, he again asked Rama, what do you want? I will give you boon. So this is his nature. Whenever he is happy, he will immediately give boon. When Vishwamitra came, Vishwamitra did not ask anything. He immediately said, whatever you want, I will give you. Then Vishwamitra said, you give me your son. I want to go for Yaga Samrakshana. Oh, yeah. So this is the problem. So like this, why I told this? This is Akbar. He said, whatever you want to ask to Haridas ji is. And Haridas ji laughed. And Akbar said, all this guru disabled, they always laugh. This parampara is continuing like this. Whenever I am very seriously saying something, these people laugh. So Haridas ji laughed. And he said, I don't want anything. I don't want anything. Then he insisted, no, you should ask something. You are such an excellent singer. I want to give you something. So he started persisting. And then Tansen is pulling him. Keep quiet. This is not the way. But Akbar is not ready to listen. He said, you should ask me something. Then finally Haridas ji said, okay, you do something. I usually go and take bath in Yamuna. There is a ghat. There are some steps. And in the last step, in the corner, one small piece is broken. Can you please rectify it? Then Akbar said, I am the emperor, Guruji. I own palaces. My treasury is full with the gold, silver, diamonds and rubies. This is simple masonry work, carpenter job. With a quarter kilo of cement and some sand, this work can be done. Please ask me something more. You want a big palace for you to do some bhajan? You want half of the country? I will write in your name. Why are you, defaming me by asking such a menial thing? He said, I just want only this. If you can do this for me, you do this. Otherwise, you go ahead. So then Akbar went. And one fellow was sent with Akbar to show where this stone is broken. A small piece is broken off. So you just have to put a chip, put some cement and make it correct. So Akbar went. And when Akbar went, and when he went inside to the steps, he saw that the steps are made of rubies and emeralds and diamonds. It is not made of cement or stone or sand. It is made of all these precious stones. And just like Haridas ji said, at the last step, one diamond piece is missing. Only half of it is there. So if you have to make it correct, you have to find an exact diamond which is of that nature. And that kind of diamond is not available on this earth. It is coming from the spiritual world. So then Akbar realized, Akbar went back and said, I cannot do this. I don't have this kind of diamond in my whole treasure. It is not even available on this earth. So, this is what is Dham, Vrindavan Dham. So, how Akbar could see that? When we go to that same Snangad, you will see cement and stone and sand. But Akbar saw rubies and emeralds and diamonds. So, how could Akbar see that? Why we are not able to see that? Why? Because Akbar was blessed by Haridas ji. The Dham was revealed to you. Otherwise, you will see only dirt and mud and traffic in Vrindavan. So, the Dham has to be revealed to us by Radharani. This should be one of our prominent prayers when we come to Vrindavan. You can always say, I have come here so many times, but I have never seen the real Dham. Please show me, reveal that real Dham to me. That is why when Ramanujacharya was in Sri Rangam, there was one person, he was a very rich man, wealthy man. And Ramanujacharya came out of his ashram to greet Ranganatha. He was coming out in procession. For festival days, Ranganatha will come out onto the streets. So everybody is eagerly looking at Ranganatha, the deity. But this one particular man is looking at the face of a lady in the crowd. Everybody else is looking at Ranganatha, but this man's name is Dhanurdasa. He is looking at the face of a lady. So Ramanujacharya felt very bad. The Lord of the universe is, coming on the street, and this guy is looking at the lady's face. So he sent his disciple and said, he called that man. Then this disciple went and said, Ramanujacharya is calling. He said, no, wait. Let this lady go, then I will come. He's completely immersed in that lady's face. Then after the lady left, he came because Acharya is calling. Then Ramanujacharya asked, what were you looking at? Did you see Ranganatha? Ranganatha? Who? When he came? He did not even realize that Ranganatha came and went. There is a huge crowd. He saw only that lady. So then Ramanujacharya asked, what were you looking at her face? He said, Acharya, you may not understand. The eyes, her eyes, the most beautiful eyes that I have ever seen in my life. So beautiful. If you want, I will show it. He is telling Sannyasi Ramanujacharya, you come with me. I will show the beautiful eyes. Then Ramanujacharya said, I don't want to see that eyes. But if I show you a pair of eyes, which is more beautiful than that lady's eyes, will you come with me? He said, of course. I am a worshipper of beauty. If you saw some other lady who is having more beautiful eyes, I will come go behind her. So even now he is thinking, Acharya will take him to another lady. So Acharya said, okay, come with me. And Acharya took him to Ranganatha temple, Sri Rangam temple. And then he took him right in front of Lord Ranganatha. And Acharya touched him. And he said, now you look at Ranganatha. And when he looked at Ranganatha, he fainted. Who? Dhanurdasa. Why he fainted? Because he did not eat his breakfast in the morning. Why he fainted? Looking at the beauty of Ranganatha's eyes, he fainted. Then after some time, when he came back to his consciousness, he said, most beautiful eyes. I've never seen such eyes before in my life. It was my hobby to look at all the beautiful ladies and their eyes. I've seen so many beautiful eyes, but never in my life have I seen such beautiful eyes. I surrendered to you, my Lord. He surrendered and he became a disciple of Ramanujacharya. So, we recently went to Sri Rangam, and then I was retelling this pastime to my wife. And after darshan, I asked, how was the eyes? Okay. She said, okay. I also felt like that. To be frank, nothing great about Ranganatha's eyes. But then how Dhanurdasa fainted? Ramanujacharya revealed that beauty to Dhanurdas. So it has to be revealed. See, we are around 80 people here. We must have all taken darshan of Radha Shyam Sundar, right? But please understand that the darshan that I had may not be different, may be different from the darshan that he had. It is not that every one of us saw or took darshan of the same Radha Shyam Sundar. Do you understand what I am saying? I don't know whether you understood. We all go and stand in front of Radha Shyam Sundar. But the darshan that each one of us have is different from the darshan the other devotees have. We may not realize it. They will also say wonderful darshan, we will also say wonderful darshan. But that wonderful is different for a different person. It has to be revealed. For some people it is wonderful darshan. Some people it is wonderful. For some people it is okay. Isn't it? Because it has to be revealed. So Dham, the beauty of the Lord, all those things must be revealed to us. If they have to reveal it to us, we have to go in front of them like a beggar. Not even an iota of pride in our heart, like a beggar. So our mood is very important. Like your mood, you will get your blessings. The blessings will depend on your mood. How much time I have, Prabhu? Much more time? Some people are dozing off. I know you are very tired after a long journey. Huh? No time limit. No, like what is the time now? Or it's 1 o'clock. So.
Temples.
Hmm.
Today we want to see.
Hmm.
If we can talk about the history.
No, but we are having an afternoon, evening session now.
No, but that will become after, no?
That will?
That will be after the visit. So, for example, after 1:30,
Ah.
there will be lunch served,
Hmm.
then rest.
Ah.
4 o'clock to 7 o'clock, we will start. Today we can do the Gandhi.
Okay. So my question is, will we have an afternoon session also?
We will have session. At
What
7
time?
o'clock.
After they come
After
back
they
only.
come back.
Okay.
So that is why for this 3-4 temples, what we want to see now between 4 o'clock to 7 o'clock.
Okay.
About that we can say.
Okay. 3-4 places. Okay. Okay. Okay.
If you have anything before lunch, so if you are comfortable, you can extend it for some time. By the time lunch will come.
Okay. Ah.
Govindji, Nityanand. Govindji is on this side.
Yes, sir. So maybe Madan Mohan and Imli Tala. If you tell them Lord Kalia Ghat or Bangi Bihari. Kalia Ghat, Chirghat. Chirghat. Chirghat, Kalia Ghat, Madan Mohan ji, Bangi Bihari, Imli Tala. 5. Okay. Okay. So I have half an hour more. Okay. Radhe Radhe. So would you like to continue like this? I can continue. Or would you like to talk something about the temples that we are going to visit in the evening? Yeah, we'll talk about that. Okay, right. So there are a lot of temples here. Okay. So a few temples that you can visit today. I'll talk about the glories of those temples. Now, there is something called a Parikrama Marg. You know, what is the meaning of Parikrama? Going round. Or we also call it Pradakshina. Isn't it? That is another word, Pradakshina. What is the meaning of the word Pradakshina? Vama Dakshina. Vama Bhaga, Dakshina Bhaga, we say. When you go for a marriage, for a Hindu marriage, the bride sits on which bhaga? Vama bhaga, left side or right side? You are confused, huh? No. Right or left? Left side. Maybe in some cultures it is different. Left side. In Ardhanarishwara form, Devi is on which side? What is Ardhanarishwara? Half Shiva, half Devi. So Devi is on which side? Left side. Okay. So Dakshina means you keep the Lord on your right side. So when you go round the Lord or the Dham, by keeping them on your right side, it is known as Pradakshina. Do we do that? Do we keep the Lord on the right side or the left side? Right side. Right. So that is Pradakshina. Now there is something called as Parikrama. Parikrama, Pradakshina, it's all same. Earlier, this Vrindavan Tirtha Yatra was known as Vana Yatra. Vana Yatra. Vana means what? Forest. Okay. So Vrindavana is full of forests. Actually, Vrindavana is one of the forests. The whole place is known as Madhura Mandal Parikrama. It is known as Mandala. Or in the local language, they call it Chaurasi Krosh Parikrama. Chaurasi means what? 84. Krosh is a unit of measurement. It roughly comes to around 3 kilometers. So that means Chaurasi Krosh Parikrama will be how many kilometers? Around 252 kilometers. 84 and 3. 252, right? Right. So that is the entire Parikrama of all the forests. There are different forests mentioned in different Puranas. Some Puranas say there are 137 forests. But some Puranas say 108. Anyway, there are plenty of forests. And out of those forests, 12 forests are very important. 5 forests are located on one side of Yamuna and 7 forests on the other side of Yamuna. Okay. Dwadasha Kanan. There is a song, no? Dwadasha Kanan. You heard that song? Huh? Jayo Radhe, Jayo Krishna, Jayo Vrindavan. That's a beautiful song. So there it is said, Jaya Dwadasha Kanan. Kanan means what? Forest. Dwadasha means what? 12. That is why Ekadashi is 11, Dwadashi is 12. Okay. So these 12 forests are important. Let us see the names of the 12 forests. The first forest name is, it is not exactly first, just we'll count like that. Bahula Vana. Okay. Bahula Vana. Second is Bilva Vana. Bilva Vana. Third is Bhandira Vana. Bhandira Vana. Fourth is Bhadra Vana. Bhadra. Okay. Bhadra Vana. Fifth is Kamuda Vana. Kamuda Vana. Sixth is Kamya Vana. Okay. Kamya Vana. Seventh is Mahavana. Eighth is Lohavana. Okay. Loha. L-O-H-A. Lohavana. Okay. Ninth is Madhuvana. Madhuvana. How much? 9. 10th is Talavana. Bhandiravana. Bhandiravana already I told. So how many I told? 10. So first one was Bahulavana, Bilvavana, Bhandiravana, Bhadravana, Kamudavana, Kamyavana, Mahavana, Lohavana, Madhuvana, Talavana, Khadiravana. Khadiravana. K-H-A-D-I-R-A-V-A-N-A. Khadiravana. So how many? 11. 12th is Vrindavan. Okay. So these 12 names are very auspicious. These are the most important vanas of Madhura Mandal Parikrama. Acharyas say that even if you chant their names, it is very auspicious. So would you like to chant all the 12 names? Yes? Someone want to lead the chanting? You want to lead? We can announce the 12 names. So when Prabhu says one name, you also chant.
Bahulavana,
Bahulavana,
Bilvavana, Pandiravana, Bhadravana, Kamudavana, Kamyavana, Madhavana, Lohavana, Madhuvana, Taravana, Khandiravana, Vrindavana.
Mahavana.
Mahavana, yes, Mr. Mahavana.
Okay. Thank you, Prabhu. Mahavana. Yeah. So everyone chanted all the 12 names? Okay. Good. So when we talk about parikrama, there are different parikramas. One is covering all the forests, another is covering all the 12 forests. Okay. Then there is another parikrama which covers only Vrindavana. That is also done. Then some people do Madhura parikrama, only Madhura. Some people do only Kamyavana parikrama. So there are different types of parikrama. So according to our health, time, whatever parikrama is possible, we can do. Okay. So there are the places that you will be visiting in the evening is mostly in Vrindavan. It comes under Vrindavan parikrama marg. So when you go behind the Krishna Balram temple, the parikrama marg starts. So there are so many places. Earlier in the corner, there were two trees which were entwined together. They were known as Krishna Balram trees. But now there is only one tree. So in Vrindavan, the local Dhamvasis, they worship all the trees. Any tree they will worship. Is it okay? Is that correct? Why? Because they are all special trees. They are not normal souls. Prabhupada said even the monkeys, they are great yogis. No, you cannot even become a monkey in Vrindavan. Monkeys, donkeys, they are all exalted people. They are more exalted than us actually. So, any tree can be worshipped in Vrindavan. They are all Parijata trees, Kalpavriksha trees. So then you again go, there are so many places, I am not going into the details. The major things that you will see is Bhaktivedanta hospice. You will see that on your right side on the parikrama marg when you start from Krishna Balram Mandir. You know what is a hospice? What is the difference between a hospital and a hospice? Are they same? They are not same. Hospital, of course, you know. Hospice, Bhaktivedanta Hospice is a wonderful organization which is there to take care of dying Vaishnavas or Vaishnavis. Some people are diagnosed that they are terminally ill. There is no treatment. It's only a matter of few days, weeks or months. There is no cure. So all those devotees, what they do, they come and stay here in this Bhaktivedanta Hospice. And they leave their body in Dham. Okay, so this is for your information. Maybe for you or for your loved ones, if they want to leave their bodies in Vrindavan, it is a very great thing to do. What is the benefit of leaving your bodies in Vrindavan? Is there any benefit? You want to live in a multi-speciality ICU unit in Bangalore or in a normal bed in Vrindavan Bhaktivedanta Hospice? Here not much of a facility. There ICU, centralized AC. Where you want to leave your body? ICU, better, no? He wants to leave his body. ICU. Is there any advantage leaving your body in Vrindavan? Is there any advantage? What is the advantage? Huh? Yeah, you can go back to Godhead. It is one easy way of going back to Godhead. So from today we will stop chanting. When we leave the body, come here. But it is not possible. You have to be a devotee. Then only in your last days you can come here and leave your body. Isn't it? So what happens is, actually Mathura is one of the Muktistalas. There are actually 7 Muktistalas in this universe. The first Muktistala is Haridwar. Had been to Haridwar? Yes. Why it is known as Haridwar? What is the meaning of the word Haridwar? Dwar means entrance. Hari means the Lord. So it is the gateway to go to Hari. So it's a holy place. It's a Mukti Sthala. If you leave your body in Haridwar, you will go back to God. Okay. Then the next place is Ayodhya. What is the specialty of Ayodhya? Rama's place, right? Ayodhya. And the next place is Avantika. Avantika means now it is known as Ujjain. What is the specialty of Ujjain? What? Lord Mahakal. Any other specialty of Ujjain? Anything connected with Lord Krishna? Huh? Exactly. What is the Guruji's name? Sandipani Muni. So, Ujjain is the school of Krishna. Krishna studied in Sandipani Muni's ashram, which is in Ujjain. Okay. Then the next place is, how many places I told? Haridwar, Ayodhya, Avantika. Next place is Dwarka. What is the specialty of Dwarka? Krishna ruled there as the king, isn't it? So 4 Mukti Sthala. 5th place is Kanchi. Kanchipuram. Where is Kanchipuram? Tamil Nadu. Kanchipuram was very famous recently for one reason. Varadaraja Perumal is already there, but recently the Kanchipuram became very famous. Aktivarada came out of the waters and gave darshan. So this is also a Mukti Sthal. So how many? 5. 6th place is Kashi. Kashi is a Mukti Sthal. How many of you have visited Kashi? If you go to Kashi, even if you don't see Kashi Vishwanatha, you will see lot of dead bodies. If you have noticed, every 5 minutes you will see one dead body being carried through the streets of Kashi. Especially they are all taken to Harishchandra Ghat. There is one ghat. So why there are so many dead bodies in Kashi? Why? Everyone will see that. So many bodies are taken. You will sometimes feel little, what is this? I came to a holy dham, so many dead bodies are there. What's happening in Kashi? Because people who know the importance of Kashi, when they become old, they go and die in Kashi. Or some people, they write a will. In the will, they very specifically mention that when I die, you should cremate me in Kashi. So that's why so many dead bodies you will see. So what happens when you leave your body in Kashi? That is in Kashi Mahatmya it is said, even if a dog or a cat leaves its body in Kashi, it gets liberation. How? If human beings leave, okay, fine, we can understand. How will a dog and a cat get liberation? What exactly happens there? Because in Kashi Mahatmya it is mentioned, any living entity, when it is leaving its body, Lord Vishwanatha, Mahadeva will personally come and chant the Taraka Nama in its right ear. So they get mukti because they are hearing the holy name chanted by Lord Mahadeva and leaving their body. So which is the Taraka Nama? Rama. Rama is known as Taraka Nama. What is the meaning of Taraka? You have heard of Tara. Who is Tara? Huh? No, that is star. One lady is also named Tara. Who is Tara? She is from Ramayana. Vali's wife. Isn't it? She is Tara. So now we are saying Taraka Nama. Taraka means Tar Karna or Par Karna means what? Par Karna means what? To cross. Taran Karna. Is that a Hindi word? Taran Karna? What does that mean? Taran also means to cross. Cross, yeah. So, Ramanamam is called as Taraka Namam Because it helps you to cross. Cross what? Huh? Two things. One is it helps you to cross the ocean of samsara. Another is it helps you to cross a river. What is the name of that river? Viraja. Viraja river is the border of, on one side it is the spiritual world, on the other side it is the material world. So any living entity from the material world can go to the spiritual world only if that living entity crosses Viraja. There is no ferry, boat service. This Nama helps us to cross. That is why this Rama Nama is known as Taraka Nama. So how fortunate we are. Prabhupada gave us Hare Krishna Mahamantra. How many times we are chanting Rama Nama in that? Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. 4 times in one mantra. So Lord Mahadeva is very much fond of Rama Nama. That's why he said, Sri Rama Rama Rameti, Rame Rame Manorame, Sahasranama Dattulyam, Rama Nama Varanane. 1,000 names are equivalent to chanting one Rama Nama. And if you chant 3 times Rama Nama, it is equivalent to chanting one Krishna Nama. So how powerful is chanting 1 time Hare Krishna Mahamantra? Isn't it? If you do a calculation, 4 times Ramanama. So that means 4 into 1000. Why 4 into 1000? 1 time Ramanama is equivalent to chanting 1000 names of Lord Vishnu. So in Hare Krishna Mahamantra, we are chanting Ramanama 4 times. So 4 into 1000. So we already chanted 4000. But 1 Krishna Nama is equivalent to 3 Ramanamas. So we are chanting 4 Krishna Namas. So that means 4 into 3, 12. So it is equivalent to chanting 12 Ramanamas. 12 plus 4, 16. 16 into 1000. Did you get the max? No, bro, max I am very poor. Did you get it? So that means when we chant 1 time Hare Krishna Mahamantra, it is equivalent to chanting 16,000 names of Lord Vishnu, or it is equivalent to chanting Vishnu Sahasranama 16 times. Isn't it? All glories to Srila Prabhupada. Jai Srila Prabhupada ki. So why I told you this? Kashi. Kashi is also a Muktisthal. That is sixth. So the 7th Muktisthal is Mathura. Mathura is the 7th Muktisthal, isn't it? So it is very fortunate that we can leave our body in Vrindavan Dham. So the Vaishnavas ISKCON has constituted the Bhakti Vedanta Hospice. And if you are very much interested in serving the Vaishnavas, you can also come and do some seva for the Vaishnavas who are leaving their bodies. It's a wonderful seva. If you have some time, and you also need some expertise to take care of such people. So again, you proceed further on the Parikrama Marg, you will come to Bhakti Vedanta Goshala again on your right side. It's a wonderful place. You can go there. Hundreds of cows are there. If you have some time, you can go there and you can purchase laddus. There are some special laddus that they sell there. And you can feed them. They like those laddus very much. It's like chocolate for them. Like if you give chocolate for children, how happy they'll be. So these laddus are like chocolates for the cows. You can purchase and give. And if you are fortunate, if you go in the evening or morning times when they are milking the cow, at the gate there is a small counter. If you ask some milk, they'll give very tasty nectarian milk. It's not usually available for public distribution, but sometimes they may give. If you are fortunate, you'll get it. So if you get into that compound, you will see a huge Goshala, and by the side of the Goshala, there is something called a Vihe. V-I-H-E. What is the full form? Vrindavan Institute of Higher Education. Okay, it's a wonderful institute within the precincts of the Goshala. I had the good fortune of completing my Bhakti Shastri in VA. So it's a wonderful place. We used to come every day morning with a backpack, packed lunch, like we go to school, snacks and everything. We come and sit there and we study whole day. And in between, monkeys will come and take our pens and go. That we cannot do anything. Sometimes cows will come and visit the classroom. They will do some inspection. If everything is okay, they go away. They purify the place. They give some gomutra. Very wonderful studies. We study with the nature. And so that is an institute there. You can do your Bhakti Shastri, Bhakti Vaibhav, all those courses there. So that is what there. Then if you again walk further to the right side or behind Vihe, there is a Samadhi Sthal of Vaishnavas. It's a very powerful, potent place. If you have some time, you can go and pay your pranams and chant one round there. It's a very powerful place. Then again, if you walk further, you will see some Tulsi garden. A Tulsi Kutir and all you will see. Then if you walk further, go around, then there is a Go product stall. If you want to purchase some Go products, it's all manufactured there, indigenously manufactured from the Goshala cows. You'll get Gomutra, all those diabetic medicines, all those things. Okay. So that is a Goshala too. Then you again come out. Again you proceed further. There are many ghats. What is the meaning of a ghat? What is the meaning of a Snan ghat? It is an entry to the river. Isn't it? Steps like this. You go down the steps, you can go into the water. So once upon a time, during the time of Krishna, the Parikrama Marg actually had Yamuna Maya flowing. So all the places are actually ghats. Now Yamuna has changed her course. So you will see many important ghats. One of the important ghat is Kaliya Ghat. So there is a very famous place. You must have heard about Kaliya Ghat. So what happened in Kaliya Ghat? Yeah, Krishna jumped from that place into Kalindi. What is the difference between Kalindi and Yamuna? Are they same? Kalindi is also the name of one of the Ashtamahishis of Lord Krishna. You know who are the Ashtamahishis? Yeah, Krishna, how many wives Krishna has? Krishna has only 8 wives? 16,108 wives. Out of those 16,108 wives, 8 wives are prominent. They are known as Ashtamahishis. And Kalindi is one of the Ashtamahishi. Okay. So, what is the difference between Kalindi and Yamuna? Kalindi is a small, not small, in those days it was a big lake formed within Yamuna. Yamuna will be flowing, but in one part there is a lake-like formation. So, Krishna jumped into that Kalindi, not exactly into Yamuna. Okay. And he jumped from a Kadamba tree into Kalindi. Why he jumped? Because he wanted to chase away Kaliya. What is the problem if Kaliya is there? The whole water is poisoned, isn't it? Not only the water, even the plants, trees, everything is burnt down. Birds can't fly